Pretty good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the table for another episode of Ghosts of Saltmarsh. I hope everybody's having a wonderful week. Going into the weekend now, we've made it. We survived. And yeah, we're back after a one session hiatus for our campaign. But I will say it was nice to play in person last week in Memphis for the Phandelver campaign. That was really good to see you guys.
Yeah, it was fun.
Next time I'm there, now that we've done it once, I know kind of the audio faux pas to avoid there, to adjust for next time. So how's everybody doing?
I'm pretty good.
Friday.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Well, we're not here for small talk, and frankly, I'm not good at it. So let's play some Dungeons and Dragons. Before we do that though, we need to do the intro. So let's get started with tonight's episode of Ghosts of Saltmarsh.
I have to get my MacBook back to work.
No, you this is your fault. Because until you mentioned it was not an issue.
Yeah.
You manifested
That's
this.
True. It just happened. It finally happened. So I'm gonna buy like a $300 little Toshiba thing or something. I don't know, some rinky-dink laptop.
That works.
Get like a Chromebook.
I'm gonna put Ubuntu on it and do weird stuff.
As much
What do
as
you
I
need it
would.
for?
Whoa, what was that? What did you just drink?
Shots.
It's a little shot glass.
Hell yeah, but
I'm
of
drinking
what? Is it sake?
sake.
Hell
Little hot
yeah.
sake.
Hell yeah.
Hey, what's that little thing called, Jamie?
This?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like for me, it's just a shot glass, but it's like an hourglass kind of.
No, it's
I always say to Emma when she's like, "Hey, can you grab the?" And I'm like, "What'd you call me?" Like, but I don't want us to get banned though, so we're not gonna.
It is very adjacent to a very problematic, racially charged word.
Oh shit!
It starts with a J.
It starts with a J. Anywho,
Too innocent to know what that is.
I'll
tell you off camera.
I realized I pumped the intro a little early. Normally we do the recap first. So guess what? We're gonna run the intro again after do the No, we're not. But I do need a recap though. So who wants to be the recap person this week and get a nice, beautiful, shiny, heroic inspiration?
I can do it, but I don't know if it's gonna be brief.
That's fine.
Mine's also long.
That's fine.
We had a
You
lot.
got it, James. You got it.
All right, so let's try to be quick. So last time we left the Sahuagin Fortress and we swam out, and our buddies was like, "Hey, we're gonna come with you." And then 3 feet later, they're like, "You know what? Actually, see you later. We're gonna head out. We're not coming with you. Forget you guys." And the lizard folk are there, and we play commando in the woods, and then we leave and we go to the boat, and it's like, hey, it's still there. People recognize us. They don't start trying to kill us, which is great. and everyone's there, and then it's like, all right, boat stuff, we're getting out of here. They're like, we're gonna wake the captain, and we're like, we're getting out of here. This place sucks. We're going. We're great. We're fine. We don't need you. You guys go do whatever. Like, all right, cool. And so we go do whatever, and we sleep, and we get back, and we're like, all right, we're boating, and I'm trying to fish, and it doesn't happen, but that's okay. I got like I got bait is what I caught. I caught bait for other fish. I didn't catch the big fish. And we're back in town, and it's like, whew, we're so glad we're back in town. It's great. And it's like nighttime. It's like a 1940 crime noir movie. It's black and white, and there's only lights out, and it's dark, and there's no one outside, and it's kind of creepy. But we're like, hey, you know what? We're so glad to be back on land. It doesn't matter, because we can destroy anything. And so we're like, all right, well, let's go to the after hours checkout at the kennel. And so we go and pick up, we don't have to pay the next day, and we get the dog today.
Yeah, always good. Good plan.
Cindy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. We get Cindy, and it's like, all right, cool, we're back, we're great. And we're like, hey, let's do whatever. We get a nightcap, we go back to sleep, cool, great, whatever. Next day is when it's like, all right, time to file our taxes, time to be adults, time to go to the council. And so we go to the council, and we just get to roll right through because we're big and important, and we don't have to talk to what's her name from Monsters Inc., who's always watching. We can just roll right. We can rock right through. We go to the council, and we're like, hey, look, this happened. We're great. Here's everything you asked for and more. Oh, and you want some armaments? Check this shit out. Here's 30 spears. Check this out. Here's some warhammers. Check this out. Here's a bunch of stuff that they don't have anymore that we have. You're welcome. Didn't even ask for it. Didn't even ask to steal weapons, and we did. You're welcome. And they're like, all right, cool, great. Blah, 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 blah. We are now actually citizens. Kugel and I are now citizens of the town, which is great. We got that super magic awesome shield thing that's like a +5 shield that gives the person 30 AC when they wear it. And then what else happened? They're like, yeah, we have it. It's written down. And then they're like, hey, you know what? Sherry, you owe us a bunch of money, but you know what? We're going to do... Whoa. Shut up. When you say an S word, it it thinks you're talking to it, and that's not true. But it threw off my audio. Anyways, so we have an S word friend who's a dwarf who's in love with one of our other characters, and they're like, hey, you know what? If you help us plan the assault, we'll just write your debt off. We'll just give it a write-off, you know? It's like, do you even know what a write-off is? In my Jerry voice to Kramer, they just write off all stuff all the time. It's fine. They do that, and they're like, cool, great, awesome. And you know what? We got more stuff for you to do. You can take a couple days off, but then now we're gonna have you go to a resource management game where you're gonna go to this island, and we want you to build this lighthouse. But you're going to make sure enough supplies get there, or you're going to have to figure it out. And it's a terrible place, and there's all these weird religious nutheads that are there. At least that's what we're told. And they're like, give it a couple days, but we want you to build a lighthouse. It'll be safe for us and you and water boat people and whatever. And we're like, all right, cool, we can do that. And then... we notice that someone on the council who's named as Gellin is all sorts of uncomfortable with the situation that's unfolding, and then we're like, and then he's like, you know what? They're actually heretics. He takes it up a whole nother level instead of just religious nuts. They're like, they're heretics. And the rest of the council's like, what? And then they're like, yeah, and they're heretics. And so they're like, all right, well, that's enough of name calling. Hey, y'all take some days off. We'll let your crew know. Be ready in a couple days. And, oh yeah, there was a Sahuagin found in town, and that's why there's a head on the spike. but we killed the fuck out of them, and they're dead now. And yeah, and that's what happened.
Yeah,
basically.
Very comprehensive. Thank you, sir. You do have heroic inspiration for the night. If you don't use it, you lose it. A couple of asterisks I will throw in there. It was a +1 shield that you did receive. It was not a +5. Although you did additionally get a Wand of the War Mage and a tan bag of tricks. Then, initially, you are correct that Gelen did look uncomfortable and did seem to raise the stakes a little bit, calling the clerics of Valkyr there on that island dangerous. But initially that was not it's just that they had there was a group of clerics to Valkyr there on the island that had been there for a long time and had been left alone by Saltmarsh. However, now with circumstances being what they are, with the Sahuagin and other things occurring, it would be in the best interest of Saltmarsh to build some sort of lighthouse tower there. They did not, though, request that you transport lumber. You need to go broker a deal with the clerics to do it. They sent a scouting party there to do just that 4 days ago, but they have not come back. And no word from them. And it is not that far away. So, yes, that is where we're at. You all have just finished meeting with the council. You are currently walking out into the lobby of the town council hall. So with that, I will throw it back to you all.
What time of day is it right now? We in early morning, late evening?
It is kind of late morning. And just for let me pull this back up here. For clarity, it is the morning of the 21st of Myrtle. I'd say probably 10 a.m.
Nice.
Are we all grouped up together? Are we all outside the council?
You are.
Okay. All right. We have a little bit of I guess we have a little time to ourselves for the moment, huh? I don't know what we haven't really discussed it, really, have we? I don't know what our next move is. I got a few personal things I want to do, but Red, how's that list looking? You got something, don't you?
Give me just a second. Hey, Shern, how are you? How are you doing, Shern?
You look over to Shern on your shoulder, and she is sitting there perfectly in. No, I'm not gonna do that to you. Shern is still sitting on your shoulder, but is very much like droopy, almost kind of seeming out of energy, very slothful in a sense. And do you remember the episode of SpongeBob where he's in Sandy's dome and it's like the close-up of him and he's just like,
I don't need it.
Yeah, I don't need it.
I don't need it.
It's giving that. It's giving that.
Well, I'm going to go dump Shern back in the water.
So
all right.
You're all standing there in the like front area, like the lobby of the town council, and you see Red look over at Shern and then immediately, without saying a word, runs out the door outside.
Okay, I guess
I'm going to the water. I'll see y'all later.
all right. Did you say he's just going to the water?
Sherry says, what in the bloody hell was that?
I don't know. I mean, whatever. I trust Red. Whatever he's doing, I'm sure it's important. I guess I got a couple things I want to take care of too. Kugel, you got anything?
Nothing really pressing. I'm still kind of anxious about getting that armor out, but I think we've still got a few more days. I guess we'll just kind of have to play it by ear.
That's right, the 1,000 teeth suit, right? That thing still ain't ready. That doesn't sound
Like
right.
a literal calendar year. And
Maybe we could. I don't know maybe we can hustle them along somehow. I feel like we really could use that. It would help. I feel like.
wonder if I could pay a rush fee or some sort of service charge or something. I don't know. We'll talk to him later. What does everybody think is up with Prime Water being kind of a dick about this? What are y'all sensing from him?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd go that far. I mean, it sounds like what they're talking about these Valkyr worshippers off on their own. I don't know. They're just kind of different the way they do things and really deal with outside groups. They seem just extra worried about it. I didn't really look too deep into it. Then again, maybe I should have, but I don't know. I didn't get any weird vibes beyond he's just extra worried.
I think one of them's being dishonest, and until we get there, we probably won't know which is.
Well, if
Are the
another
Valkyr people
cruise,
super crazy and like unhinged, or are they like, oh, they're just kind of weird? Like,
if another crew's already been sent there and ain't reporting back, I would imagine something fishy probably went down. My first assumption, I'll be honest, call me judgmental, they went there and weren't met kindly and something bad happened because of it. Could be something else completely though, but that's just kind of where my mind jumped to. Speaking of which, when we're done with our business, of course, because this is more of a me thing, or I guess Aelin, if you don't mind helping me out with this me thing, I kind of want to go visit the Valkyr temple here with you at some point.
okay, yeah.
You're still good with that? I mean, you don't have to. By all means, please refuse. I insist if you don't want to.
No, I can go. We also need to stop by the Carpenters Guild. Is that what they're called? I need to get them to draw up my official plans that the city council is going to pay for my house to be renovated. So I just need like the plans.
I can't believe you got them to just redo your house for the work we're doing.
What can I say? A job well done.
It's good on you. I mean, get what you can. I understand.
Also, I apologize. Cindy has a spot on her paw, so if you see me tending to Cindy every now and then, it's because she's being a terrorist. Keeps messing with it.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. All right. Well, I guess nothing sounds pressing, and the list man's run off to go to the water. I guess.
Yeah.
He didn't get enough of that underground place, so I suppose we'll run into him whenever he comes back. But in the meantime, we can just split off and handle our business if you want, or Google, if you want to come to the temple with us, you're welcome to. Or if you want to try to talk to your crafter man, see if you can convince him to, escalate a little bit. We're kind of doing big work here. It's up to you.
Might be able to do both. We'll see what happens.
Sure. All right. Well, I suppose this feels weird just doing this. But Aelin, I guess if you're ready, can you lead me to the place?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Okay, so we're headed where? To the Temple of Valkyr?
Yeah.
We are going to the Temple of Valkyr.
Okay. Let me pull up.
That's us walking.
Is that what it looks like?
Yeah.
Ministry of Silly Walks. You gotta kick your feet up really big.
All right, so you are going from the council hall right here to the Temple of Valkyr, which is up here, kind of overlooking a cliff. As you go outside, it's quite busy out now that it's kind of the middle of the kind of late morning, early afternoon. There are shops open all up and down the road, as there normally is at this point in the day. Let's see. Colt. Actually, all three of you can make a perception check for me if you would. DC is going to be 10.
I see red across the town, jumping in the water.
Man.
Whoa!
Dang,
Hot.
we all got our glasses on today.
Eagle-eyed, huh? All right. So you walk outside. All the hustle and bustle is going on. The crowd's part, you get a break in them just enough to see Red over at the water's edge, sort of leaned over the edge of the docks. And it looks like he's just got his arms held down in the water. Which I'm going to bring... I'm going to bring the camera over here to Red. Red, what's going through your mind right now? What are you doing?
Shern, I am sorry that I have deprived you of your life-needed salt water for this time. And so I didn't really ask, so, like, what happens now? Do you stay in the water? Do you want to go back? Like, we didn't really say where you came from, but you are magic, so what's up with that?
Shern, you see her little lobster eyes glare back up at you from the water as you're kind of holding Shern in the water. And you get as she sort of moves her lobster claws around, you get a feeling in your chest of gratefulness. You also get a feeling of relief. There is a mental image that you see painted in your mind of multiple bouts of lobster on lobster violence with dozens, if not more, lobsters falling in the fighting pits at Shern's claws.
Man, Shern.
You then get a series of images projected in your mind of a family of lobsters sitting around a rock, almost as though that rock was a dinner table. And what happens next is almost a montage of a lobster family just existing and doing lobster family stuff, taking walks along the bottom of the ocean floor, hunting for food together. And you feel a sense now in your chest of like yearning. And then an image of just sort of the open ocean before you.
Oh.
Life is an open possibility. But also, you should get back to your family. Do you know where... Is that far from here? Do you know the way?
You get a sense of... not confusion. Uncertainty. Uncertainty would be the word. But confidence.
Well, Shern, I wish you luck in reuniting to your family. And I'm glad we saved you from the gladiatorial life. And I wish you well.
You again experience almost an overwhelming sense of gratitude and relief wash over you as Shern does a little sort of circular swim at the surface of the water and then dips below the surface, and eventually moments later you sort of lose sight.
Nice. I feel like that was the right thing to do. I just kind of stand there like, yeah.
The rest of you see Red leaned over the edge of the docks and now just stands up, and you see him kind of put his hands on his hips, and he's sort of staring out at the ocean for a moment, but you all have a very clear view of him.
Yeah, and the moment I saw him, I'd be walking up to see what he's exactly doing. If he's within line, if he's like within range, is he like on the way? Well, yeah, I'd still walk up to him. I'll walk up to him. It's
across the street, pretty much.
I see him kind of standing there, satisfied after he resolved that situation. I'll say, "Red, you Oh, I see you're missing a part of your shoulder. Where'd your Shern buddy go?"
So Shern has departed. Shern wishes us well and would like to thank us for saving them from the gladiatorial pits. But Shern has set off to be reunited with their family.
Oh, well, good on you, man, for letting her do that. That's
be one of those magical mysteries that will live on, though. It's like, how was Shern able to project images into our heads?
I feel a little bad. I hesitated there because I was thinking you let a lobster go, but that was a special lobster. It was a good thing you did.
Right. It would be cruel to keep it out of the water and try and figure out its magical properties, or if it was maybe just enchanted by somebody.
Aye, and it'd be worse if we decided to eat it, but we wouldn't do that. But they're so delicious.
No. Well, Shern did not want to eat us. At least Shern did not say that on their way out. Because I did get images of like Shern's family doing like lobster stuff, like lobsters do. But there was no image of them like cutting me up, so that's good.
Can you imagine a pack of man-hunting lobsters running around causing trouble? You know what?
Sure, we'll run into something like that soon.
That does give me an idea. And Sherry looks over at you, Colt, and then looks around at everybody. We've just survived something that, truth be told, we probably shouldn't have. I think that deserves a bit of a celebration. My go-to place is the Wicker Goat. Caters to dwarves, but the food is quite shite. But the drinks are fine. So I think maybe tonight we have dinner, celebrate, but we go to the snapping line and maybe enjoy ourselves a nice celebratory claw wine that Hannah Wrist there makes.
I'm down.
That's the fishy tasting wine, right?
It's claw wine. It's lobster, yeah. But, I mean, I'm sure it's not Shern. But they have way better food than the goat or the net, and you know it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. But I mean, I'm not a big drink. You know what? Yeah, sure. We're in a little respite. I'm good with it. Yeah, why not, Sherry? We can do that tonight.
Oh, I'm not trying to take the piss out here, and I'm not asking you to get shite-faced, but
I don't have to go to the bathroom right now. What? Yeah, I'm good with that.
I mean, truthful, this is our, third or fourth time we've survived harrowing deeds, so maybe I'm a little jaded.
We've survived a lot, honestly. What was the sketchiest thing we've been through? I want to say the swamp with the them coming out of the water and whatnot was pretty rough. Getting my leg mangled by that massive croc. What do y'all think?
1,000 teeth. Oh, speaking of that armor, today is the 21st.
Yeah.
I think someone said that to us, right? No.
That is correct.
Maybe God. God said it to us. And so
it was only the 20th.
It was the 20th when you sailed back, like when you left, and then it took a day to get here. You spent the night. It's the 21st. Jesus, my brain is broken right now.
Okay.
Well, the armor is going to take 20 days from the 5th, so it's not quite yet, or quite there yet.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that a moment ago. We were seeing maybe if we could do something to expedite it a bit. I don't know how long we're gonna be in town, but if we have to leave again before it's ready, it's kind of
4 days.
4 days. I mean, that's
because it's 30 day months, right? Right, God. Like, we know this. Yes. It's like...
Yeah, and like every month is exactly 30 days.
So it'll be ready the 25th. And then the frames will be ready the 26th of our posters. But we could go get our capes, though. Our capes are ready from Kester's.
Well,
We should
technically,
definitely get those.
3, 4.
Hey, you said our
3, 4.
capes?
So technically, they're red. It would be the 25th or the 26th that you could technically get your pictures.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Because the weekly
go
market,
ahead.
the weekly market occurs in the middle of the week, which is those 2 days. So sorry, go ahead.
Gotcha.
I could have sworn you just said capes. Was that part
Yeah,
of it? Do I
Aylin and
remember
we put some capes in orders a while ago. It's at Kester's is where we got to go.
that?
They should have been ready on the 18th.
What do they do? Or is this like...
They look like bats.
Well, fall is approaching. Well, maybe, sort of.
It's getting hotter.
Are we getting the
Black
capes just
wolves.
to stay cool, to stay warm? That's what we're doing. Okay. I feel like we're
Because
getting
they're
all.
cool. They're awesome.
I mean, I'm not a noble or anything. I feel like this is more of a. I don't know. This is
Like
kind of
a-
fancy.
It's like a bat cape.
Now, why are we saying bat cape? That's the second time I've heard that from y'all. What is a bat cape? What does that do?
Well,
I'm gonna-
it's like a cape that like it goes to your fingers, like your thumbs, and it's like down, so it looks like a bat when you do
Google,
your
do you know
arms
about
out.
this? Do you know what they're on about?
No, it sounds vaguely familiar.
Aylin and I did it. I don't know where y'all were.
I don't remember bat capes. I remember like some black grappling hooks or something. Like that was the fanciest thing you've done. But this is
Yeah, did
Hey,
we get those
all right.
two already, or do we still have to get those?
I don't have that notes for that.
I think we got those. I'm pretty sure we got those. Someone got those. I don't got those.
What? I thought you had them.
Why would I have? I never even asked for black grappling hooks. Why would I have?
Did you order those?
I didn't order those.
I ordered like
Google
the
ordered
grappling hook.
those.
Well, I ordered like the stealth one, the one that was like supposed to be like quiet when it hit.
It's
or
the
whatever.
the Vanta Black grappling hook. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Did you get those? We got those.
you don't have them yet.
No.
Don't have those.
They, however,
Damn it.
they are, I believe, ready. Let me double check here.
We should get those.
Are we going for like a theme? Are the bat cloaks black too?
Yeah, grappling hooks were. Yeah, grappling hooks were supposed to be available on the 20th, and it is the 21st. And those are at the green market, which is open week long.
Okay, well, I'm getting a little off track here. Red, I saw you here and I got distracted. Sorry, and we came to get you. So I guess if you want, we were heading to. Aylin, is it called the Temple of Valkyr? Does it have a proper name? Is it just Valkyr's Temple? Or I never paid attention to it, so I'm not sure.
That's a lot of people call it that. Yeah.
All right, well, let's head to the. I guess Red, we were heading to the Temple of Valkyr. If you want to tag along, I understand. If not, it's I don't know. All right, it's
gives
kind
you
of awkward.
A little punch on the arm and says it's Valkyr. If you're gonna
Valkyr!
if you're gonna praise a god, you at least you got to get his name right.
Valkyr. That's right. Valkyr. Valkyr. It's gonna happen again, Sherry. I already know it. I'm sorry.
Just trying to jog my memory, but I'm following you. I'm paying attention. I'm looking. Like,
Okay. We'll I guess tag along and we'll go. I don't know. Maybe pick up those hooks or something if they're ready and pay a visit to the leather worker for Kugal.
yeah, because it was Trevor. Remember Trevor? He was hitting on Kugal when I was trying to buy a new robe.
Hitting on him.
Yeah, that was after we had talked to Harry the Hookmaster. Who we got the Night Blaster 4000. Or whatever.
If you did want to know the full temple name, though, it's sorry to interrupt. It's just I should have told you when you asked instead of just. I should have taken this more seriously. It's the Sacred Temple of Valkyr, Lord of Endless Seas and Guardian of of storm-tossed voyagers, divine protector of sailors, winds, and oceanic passages, keeper of the tempest and watcher of all who cross the waves.
Wow.
So that's actually the full name, but a lot of people just say the Temple of Valkyr, which is also fine. So you can decide which one you want to use, but I just thought that I should have been forthright, and I apologize. I will.
All right. I think I'll just stick with Temple of Valkyr for now.
Oh, okay.
But that's good.
I wanted
to know.
yeah. You never know. I shouldn't have assumed your preference, so I thought I would tell you the full name.
Who would call it something that long? That's wild. How do you even remember? See, there's no way I can get to that level. I don't see that happening.
I should have been more forthcoming.
I forgot even what else. That was so long. I forgot what I was saying right before that. What in the world?
Sorry about that.
Y'all were at the apothecary buying potions, remember? Probably not. And then Aelin and I went somewhere else.
Wait, no, you said this Trevor person was hitting on Google. How do you know?
Yeah, but that's when I got a robe. That's a different story. That's unrelated.
I'm asking too many questions. I'm just gonna keep moving to the Aelin. If you could keep leading the way.
So from where you're standing now, near the edge of the docks, overlooking the water, to the south, because here I'll ping where you're at. You're basically like right here. So looking directly across the bay there is the green market, where you can see all the shops and stalls, and that's kind of where everything is for all of your shopping needs. That's where that's located. Up here to the north is the Temple of Valkyr. So
where are we right now in relation to the map?
Right here.
Oh shit! Well, Colt's a smart fellow. He's not gonna just. Hey, we're right next to the markets. Actually, did y'all want to pick up your orders or whatever before we went on across town?
Well, we need to go to Kester's.
Where's that again?
And then
that's
the leather goods store.
It's like right around there, right?
Kester's is over here on the east side here.
And then Harry's the hooks guy. He's at the market.
Yeah, down here.
Harry's Hook.
Harry's Hooks. He's the hook Harry guy.
So there's 3 places even further south. All right, so how about we just head to that temple? When we loop back down, we'll hit all 3. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay. All right, pressing on then.
All right. So heading north. Let me get over here. It takes you probably about 10, 15 minutes or so to walk your way around town. And as you get towards the northern edge of the city, you notice the buildings becoming slightly more sparse, more spaced out. And then you begin the slight incline up the side of the cliffs there, leading up to the temple. As you reach the top, the noise of the city, kind of the hustle and bustle, sort of leaves you behind and is just fading out the closer you get. As you reach the top of the cliff, you see the temple. Kind of a solitary building on top of the cliffs overlooking the ocean. And there is sort of a sense of peace that falls over you as you get closer and closer to the top of the cliff there. And as you reach the building itself, you see just kind of in front of it, on the edge, sort of sitting next, or like right at the edge of the cliff, is, notice him from the back, sort of an older man, late middle age, I would say actually, white robe, long graying, kind of white hair interspersed throughout, sitting right there on the edge of the cliff with his feet kind of hanging off, just sort of watching the waves roll into the harbor. And there's a mug of something, tea, or perhaps maybe something stronger, that rests in one hand.
when we're in front of the building itself, like before we've gone around or go any further, I'll stop at the top, and I'll say, I appreciate you for bringing me here, Aelin. It's I know it's a little out of the way, and I'll turn to everyone else and say, and really, I mean, you guys came up here, but if you have anything else you need to do, or you don't have to stick around for this, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. It's fine, really. I don't mind.
This place
I don't
is
mind either.
serene.
It is nice. I don't know. This is
It's a relaxing change of pace.
yeah, it is.
I'll go like over. That's not letting me paint, but I'll go over there, kind of on the left side of the ridge.
Okay.
Just hang out, fill out a comment card. There's a survey.
There are various little spots around where there's not many people here. You see a few probably stewards of the temple itself going around. There's one person out front sort of sweeping away. But there are a few areas with like decanters of water and small little platters of bread, things like that. But not a whole lot going on over here. And as Colt, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say, I'll glance at that man on the cliff, just chilling for a little bit, the old dude, and then I'm gonna start walking towards him.
Okay. The closer you get, you notice that it is definitely the same gentleman that you interacted with before. Welgar, the same man who healed your leg, or was facilitated in the healing of your leg. And you don't even make it all the way up to him. When you see him turn his head back towards you, and you see a little bit of a smile come across his face, and you hear him say, "Well, I was wondering when you'd wander back." And he sort of pats a spot on the ground right next to him. Says, "Come over and watch the tide with me. She always has something worth saying."
Sure. How did you? You know what? All right. Yeah. All right. And I'll walk up and I'll just sit down and just look at the ocean.
He silently stares off into the ocean for a few moments, and he glances back over at you and says, "Well, friend, what brings you back in here?"
I mean, I don't know how to word it. Curiosity a bit, but I just had some questions and just trying to figure some things out, and maybe you'd have some answers to them, you know. So I figured why not head to the source and ask it directly, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know if I'd necessarily consider myself the source, but I might have some answers for your questions. What do you got?
I'll turn halfway and I'll look behind me. Are all y'all just standing there with us, or what are y'all doing?
I'm off on a bench over by the rails. I'm not nearby.
I'm just kind of around, but like I'm here if you need me, kind of like in the background. Like, oh, look at me, I'm just minding my own business, looking out at the sea. I just so happen to be close enough to you in case if you need me. That's me.
Right. Same deal, Kugel?
Same. Good.
Like,
Okay.
I'm not creeping, but I'm here if you need me.
If that's the case, then I'll turn back to. Wait, would you say his name was Welbert?
Welgar.
Say it again. Welgar, that's right. I'll turn back to Welgar and I say, I've been traveling with my friend Aelin for a while, and the stuff I've seen her do is kind of. I mean, everyone's got. I won't say everyone. Some folks have these abilities to go beyond what the average person can. Myself included to an extent. I'll hold out my gauntlet. It has the green, slightly glowing liquid and still inside of it, showing I have spell slots still available. And I'll say, but it's kind of gone beyond that a bit. What with the heel in my leg and just and I don't know the faith I see Aelin showing it. I feel like there's something more here, and it made me want to come up here and just, well, for two different reasons. They're not wholly related. I guess I should ask about Valkyr himself first. Why do you worship him or her or it? Is it or them?
He laughs for a moment and looks off into the ocean again, and he says, "You know, most folks think Valkyr's the god of sailors, the god of the sea."
Mm-hmm.
Kind of shrugs. That's only because they ain't thought about it very hard. He ain't the god of boats. He ain't the god of fish, or he ain't even the god of the sea. Kind of looks over at you and smiles. He's the god of what it means to leave the harbor. You know, everybody loves standing on the dock. It's safe. You know where your next meal's coming from. You know what tomorrow looks like. He kind of gestures towards the open water. Out there, you don't know nothing. Storm could find you, pirates could find you. Could discover a new island, could discover yourself. Usually all four. But Valkyr, he doesn't really ask for much. He doesn't care how rich you are. He don't care about what family you come from. And he sure as hell don't care if you're perfect. He just asks one thing. Kind of turns to you. When adventure calls, don't hide. If somebody needs saving, sail. If evil's out there, sail. If you're scared, he kind of gives you a little bit of a grin. Especially then, you sail.
It sounds an awful lot like what we've already kind of been pushed into. A lot. I don't. I turn and I look and see if anyone's close again, and see that y'all are all kind of like away a bit, and I'll say, I mean, I kind of started this whole thing just trying to make this place better, and everyone just went with it. It just like it felt natural to push that. And I didn't believe it. I'll level with you. I mean, this is God stuff and Valkyr and the other 20, 30, 100, whatever else out there. I mean, who knows? There's great evils, great goods, all sorts of crazy things out there. But I've always stuck to what's logical, what makes sense, what you can weigh, measure, what you can create with nothing, what you can change with your own hands. But to just think about something that's like just out there that just can just bless you with these abilities just sounds, it don't sound real, but it I'll turn and I'll just glance and see if I can just see Aelin for a second, but it does. How would I communicate with Valkyr?
I can expect that you probably, or I think you probably could expect me to answer with some sort of rituals or praying at specific times. And I'll tell you, man, people are always asking that. How many prayers? How many candles? Which direction should I face? Valkyr ain't counting. You know what a prayer looks like to him? A captain who turns his ship around because another sailor's in trouble. Fisherman sharing his catch. Stranger buying another stranger's supper. Or a crew standing together in a storm. He likes courage. And he loves freedom. But above all, he loves people who choose hope when fear would have been the easier choice. It's not about how you pray or who you pray to. It's about how you carry yourself out on the water. And Valkyr respects that. And if you choose to go that route and believe, he'll support you.
See, all right. All right. Well, I guess in a way we've kind of been working. I guess we've kind of been talking to him for a while now, I suppose. So that it's not actual words. I can't just look somewhere and just start talking, and it'd be like talking to myself, I assume, right? Like there's no way just be listening.
I don't think we look at it as though somebody's just constantly looking over your shoulder and spying on you now. The way I see it, he kind of leans back on his palms, still facing out towards the water. If you just keep being Colt, I think that'll take you where you need to go. See, I watched plenty of priests spend so much time trying to act holy. They forgot how to be useful. You're a man of science. I know all about the truth in family. You're a builder. So you build. You're curious. So keep asking questions. And you fix things. And he gives you a little smile and looks over towards you. So keep fixing things. Don't become somebody else because you found a god. If Valkyr wanted another priest, he'd have called one. I reckon he wanted an artificer. They'll seem pretty handy.
A little bit. There's always improvements. All right. I guess that makes sense. I don't know. I think you know what? Just be me. You're right. Just keep doing what I'm doing. I'll stand up. I think it makes a little bit more sense now. So it's not just keep being me, right? And I'll look back down at him.
100%. Humor me. If you were to say a prayer to Valkyr right now, what would that sound like?
I look down a little bit, and my inner thoughts immediately goes to my family. Like, I want to ask questions about why my mother worshipped you. Where is she? My father went out to retrieve her, and something bad happened. Where were you? It wants to be very negative, but I keep that internally, and I pause for a second. I'll say, my prayer would be more like, I feel like I'm already helping you. I wish you would help me the same. Show me that I can do better. To find what I really want to find. And I look down at him and like nod confidently as I say that.
He watches you for a few moments. And then he bursts a little bit into a warm but genuine laughter.
I look real awkward after that, like I messed up.
He says, "Oh, brother, that's the best prayer I've heard all month."
Really?
That's serious.
I glance and I look for Aelin again. It was?
You want to know why?
Well, why?
Because it was yours. I've had nobles come in here reciting prayers older than the kingdoms themselves. Fancy words, perfect posture. They'd bow, and then they'd look over their shoulder to see if anybody noticed. And then leave exactly the same person that they walked in as. And he sort of points to you. You walked in not knowing what to say. So you just said what you meant. And I reckon Valkyr likes that. Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been doing this a long time. Long time. And I still don't know if I'm praying right. I think folks get confused. They think prayer is about getting God's attention. I don't think it is. I think it's about finally paying attention to yourself. Then he just sort of stares back out in the ocean.
To be honest, I'm not really a big fan of attention. One of the folks I follow actually has the complete opposite view of that. He thinks attention is the bee's knees. He's got my face plastered on I don't know what out there. I think there's even T-shirts of me somewhere. But yeah, I understand. I see what you're saying. I appreciate the guidance. I was really torn about coming here. It just felt weird. I didn't know if it was even worth trying, but I feel like I got a little bit more clarity about what I got to do next. I appreciate it.
Of course. I'm always here if you need me.
We might be back. I don't know. All right, I start looking around and I'll look up. Like I'm not sure how to leave after communicating with this whole situation. And I'll say, "Well, thanks again, I guess." I'll turn and I'll walk to the nearest friend I have, whoever's the closest.
Okay.
Google yells from the back, "Ask him about the priests on the island."
Oh shit! That's right. Quick sidebar. There are some other worshippers of Valkyr on an island. I believe it's Was it to the north? I forget where it was.
It's to the west.
To the west. Okay. Off to the west. They don't really have a lot of outsiders visit them and don't really get out from where they are. Do you know anything? You familiar with their tendencies at all, or know anything about them?
Yeah. So they finally came up, huh?
Yep. Apparently a crew went missing that went to go see him a few days back. Haven't reported in. Hoping nothing went wrong.
As far as I know, they're good folks. Truly. And I'd trust every one of them to brave a storm to save a stranger. And if I was drowning, I reckon every last one of them would probably dive in after me. So don't mistake me, they ain't bad people. They wanted certainty. And I never could give them that. They liked schedules and rules and uniforms, morning prayers at exactly sunrise and evening prayers at exactly sunset. Kind of smiles a little bit. I usually remembered sometime around breakfast. They thought I wasn't disciplined enough, but, maybe they were right. But here's the thing. You ever notice the ocean, it doesn't keep a schedule. The wind don't ask for permission before it changes. The tide don't care what time your prayer book says. The storm sure as hell doesn't wait for the end of a sermon. I always figured if you're going to worship the sea, you ought to leave a little room for some surprises. Well, one day came and they decided they were going to up and leave. So they said they wanted to build something better, a place where Valkyr's teachings could be preserved, organized, structured, disciplined. I told them, I think you all build a beautiful monastery. And they always thought I was mocking them, but I wasn't. I meant it. I even helped them load the lumber on the boats. And people always are surprised by that, but I guess they just expected me to have been angry. Why would I be? Every sailor's got to choose their own course. I only worried about one thing. He kind of becomes a little more somber. And says, when your whole life becomes about protecting the harbor, sometimes you stop remembering why ships were built. I don't think Valkyr asks us to build walls. I think he asks us to build piers. So people can leave and come home.
I guess that makes me it makes me a bit of an ass for what I thought earlier then. And I'll go back to thinking how these people may have done something to the last group that got sent in. I don't say that out loud at all. But I'll say, well, sorry to spring that on you. We're going to be heading that way soon ourselves, so I guess we'll tell them you said hello. give him some well wishings, because I imagine that's what you're about, right?
Please do.
All right. Thanks again. And I'll give a quick nod. And I'll turn and start walking away to Aelin. I search for Aelin immediately.
As you turn to walk off, you probably make it about 10 paces. And you hear him actually kind of call back out to you. You hear him say, Colt.
Yeah, and I'll turn back around and stop.
You remember when you came here with that leg all messed up?
I do. I was, I didn't, you know what? Opinions to myself. Yes, I do.
I've been thinking about that. I don't believe Valkyr healed your leg because you're important. I think he healed your leg because somebody important still needs you. Then he kind of gives you a little bit of a smile. I won't burn your ears off anymore. No use standing around listening to an old man talk at you. But the tide's changing. And I've learned, as usually when things get interesting. So be safe out there.
I will. We will. And again, thanks. And I'll turn and I'll mumble under my breath and walk away. Who in the hell would I be important? Who else out? And I start trying to think in my head how I start trying to value myself logically and see where that aim ends up. In the meantime, I'm looking for Aelin.
Aelin's over there. She's just kind of staring up at clouds.
Oh, yeah. I'll walk up to him and go, "Hey, Aelin, hey."
Hey, Colt. How was your talk?
I think it went well. I think
Good.
I'm gonna try keeping Valkyr in mind from when we're moving forward. It sounds like we've been doing kind of his will the whole time, which I'm sure you probably knew that up and down already, but I never even noticed.
I love it. I love to hear it. I love that you feel a connection to him. He's always here for you.
Yeah, sorry, it just took so long. I know bringing everybody out here for this was...
No apologies. Look, I'm glad to have come.
All right. Well, I guess that's one thing off my list. I actually have another thing I'm kind of curious about, but let's reconvene and get... Well, there's Red, and I guess Kugal, you come with us. We're gonna go to Red. Yeah, we're gonna go to Red. I start walking up to where Red's sitting.
You walk up to Red, and Sherry is sitting next to Red, and it's just kind of talking his ear off about something. Really just, she is going on and on, Red, about the intricacies of like digging and drilling into a cliffside like this, and the specifics of like how you would get minerals and resources out of it. And you didn't ask for this conversation, it just kind of happened.
So after about my 50th, I will. There's everybody. I guess we're moving on. Thankfully, we're moving on.
Colt, did you find a god?
I don't know how to answer that. I feel like, based on what I just learned, I feel like we all have this whole time, but that sounds a little corny. I don't know how to answer that, Sherry.
The gods were the friends we made along the way.
Sure, yeah. But that's... I start getting real awkward. You know what though? Red's got this list and it's important, and I got something to add to it. If you can mark this down. It's for everybody actually. I think what was that gravekeeper's name? Krug? Crag? That sound familiar?
Yes, Crag or Kaldek.
Kaldek or Crag? I don't remember what it was. It started with a K. I know that
Crag
much.
was the grave digger, yeah. Keladek was the 7-foot tall, like, wizard that lives in town that is sort of a recluse. You spoke with Keladek about Colt's father, and there was kind of a discovery there last time you met with him. But Crag was the half-orc gravedigger.
I want to get this on the list before I forget, because I already forgot briefly today, and I don't want to forget again.
Tell me.
We found a book with a symbol that, if I'm not mistaken, was it not almost identical to what we found on the skulls back in the lizard folk home? Little water temple place? I'm not wrong on that, right?
Yeah, you're talking about the quake symbol? We found...
The quake symbol. Yeah.
We found several
ID
things
software,
with that on there. Oh, and I did have the hooks on the list. They're on the list.
I'm pretty sure. Didn't we give a book to Crag to go over, or left it with him or something?
We were supposed to talk to Caldec about book studies.
You did.
We're gonna
DM popping in here. You did leave a book with Crag when you talked to him last time.
Okay.
It's like the Necromancer's book.
Yeah,
I think.
you
Yeah,
found it in the haunted
that's right.
house. Yeah, and then you also saw that same symbol on the Emperor of the Waves before it was devoured by the giant tentacle
on a
monster.
box?
Yeah.
Boxes or something? Yeah.
Well, it was like painted all over that room where you encountered that fucked up druid guy.
I feel like we should
Nice.
follow up on that. Maybe double check in and see if Crag's learned anything from it, or maybe even check it again ourselves. That book's got to be pretty damn important if we're finding other things with the symbol literally carved into it now, and
Well, it's on
marked
the
it.
list.
Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. That being said,
We also need to set up a wholly owned subsidiary for tax purposes.
I'm sorry. I was thinking we need to
Salt-
set up a what now?
The IRS LLC.
Oh, like register our group?
Yeah, as a business for tax purposes. So we can start a charitable drive to set up a non-racist bridge to replace the racist bridge,
Well, that's
and for
noble
other
cause.
various charitable contributions that the IRS will give out.
I'd put that a little. I don't. You know what? Yeah, we should do that at some point. But what else do you got on there? Just out of curiosity.
So we got the well money from way back when at the haunted house.
We didn't spend that. We still got that.
No, there was money in the well that we could go
You have to
get.
go back.
Oh, that's kind of warmer. We gotta. If we have like a week, maybe. What else?
It could be several thousand gold down there. We don't know.
It's true. Could be.
Or it could be
Copper?
several hundred copper. Excuse me. So there's also we already talked about the capes. We talked about the fine frames. We talked about the tower. There's also the bog witch
Which
and
is
sisters.
Xenopus.
Yep. We could follow up on people that we're looking for, like your relatives, Aylin's people. Excuse me. Samlin wants me to find a game fish one day. You know, priorities.
That one might not be too hard. All right.
Excuse me. But we should go get the hooks and the capes for sure. Cross off.
Okay. I don't know. I'll look to Aylin. I don't know where to begin to go looking for our missing folks, but that is rather important. But I'm not going to put it above any duty we have here for now,
Well-
at least on my end.
Same. My brother ran away, so honestly, I'm looking for him, but he
Alright.
chose to run away. So, yeah.
Catching a game fish, I don't know what it would take to do that, Red. Bog witches seems...
I'll try
That's-
when we're,
Maybe we got like a month of downtime for hunting down hags in a marsh. That sounds like a needle in a haystack. How the hell do you even begin to do that?
probably with the lizard folk. Excuse me. They would give us guidance, I'm sure, in the woods.
Oh, that's true. Maybe then.
It was
Sure,
a
you got-
threat to, it was a threat we were made aware of, but
Right. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how we should approach that or when.
I'll fish again on the way to the lighthouse, so we're fine. Well, lighthouse site, the island.
Sherry, I guess I should have asked. Is there anything you need to take care of? You're part of the team too now, yeah?
Well, you have that planning thing you have to do.
No, yeah.
Jerry, I have a question for you. Do you know anyone who works in the Carpenters Guild?
But Carpenter's
like
Guild
me,
specific
and-
to here.
Or what is it called? The Carpenters?
Didn't the city say that they would talk to them for you?
Well, they said that they would pay it, but they said I had to get my own plans still, so that they can do that. So I need someone to draft the plans for me.
Well, I suppose if you just give your list of demands, so to speak, to the council, they should be able to translate that over to the Carpenters Guild.
That's a really good point. Maybe maybe I just write out my requests, and
let
then
them
they
handle
can.
the specifics.
Oh, that's such a good point. Okay, this is good. I'm glad we talked this out because they don't like me, and yeah.
Oh, I'm just here for the ride today.
Carpenter Guild doesn't like you?
Remember, they were so
remember?
hateful to me. They were so rude.
Oh yeah, that's right. Colt doesn't know at all. He's just agreeing.
They were really mean to me. They were so hateful, so rude. They all had bad attitudes. No offense, Sherry, if you're friends with any of them, but they were all super hateful, and yeah.
And you wanted to go see him?
Well, if I had to expand my house, I was willing to.
All right. Well, I'm curious to see how that's going to look. They're on the way,
No,
kind
no.
of where we're going.
No, Sherry just made a good point that I should just really, all I'd have to do realistically is just write out my desires for my new home, the expansion on my current home, and the city council will deal with it, not me.
Oh. All right. Well, that works too. We can skip that whole visit then. We just got to go to the market and get our
Go shopping, baby.
our ninja tools and maybe some cloaks, apparently, for bat cloaks and whatever else, and maybe a suit of armor if we can play our cards right.
Let's go shopping.
Let's go.
Yeah, I guess I head back
I
to
got a
town.
little pep in my
Okay.
step.
As soon as you turn around to walk back out of the Valkyr Temple area and you get back on the main road, you look, and the cemetery is literally right there.
Well, look at that.
I mean, it's literally connected to the temple.
Son of a gun,
Like-
if that ain't convenient.
Praise Valkyr.
Praise Valkyr.
So we can go have a word with Crag real quick then, I suppose. And I'll
Is Crag home? Is Crag ready for us to show up?
We're still a little far away, to see anything specific, but it's right there.
I'll take the side dirt path that leads down to his little hovel in the graveyard.
Okay.
Go pay him a visit.
Yeah, it just takes you. Go ahead.
I'll as we're walking there, I'll turn and look at everybody. Anyone want to take point on this one? I mean, I can if you want, but I know there's a few better talkers than I out there. Hey, if I'm getting no volunteers, I'm just doing it.
It's the crows. Or I was like,
The gross hair day.
wasn't.
That's some cemetery crows, baby.
Some loud birds around here, Red, ain't it? I know they're loud.
I turned them down.
Sorry,
Turned the crows down. Okay, so you're heading over to the cemetery, and in the distance, you actually can see what looks like somebody out in the open, out in the cemetery. And as you get a little closer, you find Crag. I'll pull his picture back up here for everybody. Kind of a handsome fella, honestly, for a half-orc, if I'm being completely honest here.
He got them sunken cheeks, but super handsomest. Look at him.
So the about this time, it's into the afternoon now, so the sun is hanging about halfway through the sky, and you see Crag kind of carefully brushing dirt from an old kind of weathered gravestone, and he seems to be muttering to himself while comparing faded carvings on this gravestone to a book that he has in his hand. He's kind of looking back and forth, and you see there's a couple other there's like a small stack of other books that are kind of balanced precariously on top of a wheelbarrow out there. You're probably about, I don't know, 50 yards away from him at the moment, so you're a little ways away.
As we're walking up, I'll turn and look at everybody one more time, just seeing if anyone wants to talk to this fellow over me. Anybody?
Sorry, I was redoing our list. I got a new list of things to do. Got all these things.
Oh, I got you, Red. Kugel, I see your hand. Did you raise your hand for a second?
I don't know what we're asking him about.
Oh, we dropped off a book here that we found a while back from, I think it was that weird abandoned mansion. Is that right, Aelin? I think we found that, right? No, it had this symbol that was the same thing as what was... Oh, say again?
I think so, yeah. I think it was at the mansion. Yes.
Yeah. We left it with Crag because I'm pretty sure he's like he's a good history guy. We thought maybe he'd get something out of it, or we never went back to see what he found out, and now we've seen that damn symbol again, twice, at that I forget that other ship, and then in the Sahuagin place with the carved in the skulls, those things. So it's all related. So hopefully maybe he figured something out. That's what I'm hoping for. And I looked at Kugel nodding.
So before we proceed forward, jogging my memory, we left the skull book with Kaldek.
Did we? That's not good. I'll turn and look towards Crag's graveyard and say, Are you 100% on that, Red? Because I feel like I talked to God recently and he said it wasn't that way. What was that, Kugel?
Y'all had the conversation about your dad taking off.
Yeah, we went to the tower. We looked at the skull book. We were invited in by Kaldek. We talked about the mark of blood and all that stuff. We talked about how your father bought a similar book, Necromancy, asked to decipher it years ago. Says the tower is dangerous, and we leave skull book with Kaldek.
All right. Even if you left it with him, y'all did discuss.
Maybe we can still get some.
Y'all did discuss it with Crag. Y'all have been here before.
All right. Well, damn. I got my stuff mixed up. If that's the case, then maybe we just ask him, see if he may know anything about it. Maybe we describe it well enough, or you can even draw it down.
Yes. Yes.
All right. I guess let's. All right then. I'll start walking up to him, and I'll give a call out before I get close. Greetings, Crag.
He looks up from his work over towards you and gives you a slight nod and says, "Oh, I was wondering how long it'd be before you came asking." He kind of closes the book that he has in his hand.
Yeah, well, you're a second person that's had foresight on me today. Yeah, hey, how you doing?
Well, it's only been 2 weeks since we talked.
True, seems just like yesterday, almost.
He kind of sighs and says, "Well, I've done some research on that symbol you talked about, and to be honest, I wish I'd found less."
Oh?
He stands up and motions. He acknowledges all of you standing there and kind of motions for you all to follow him.
I follow.
Okie dokie. Yeah, follow right behind.
He says, last time we talked, we discussed what you'd found up there at the mansion up there. I make a point to attend all the public town council meetings, as well as any of the public announcements that they make periodically. And approached by my, I wouldn't call him a friend. Acquaintance, I suppose. Kaldek. You talked to him as well, yeah?
Yeah, that we did. And he definitely got a lot of information from him.
Yeah, we ended up talking to him right after we talked to you, my memory says.
He nods at you, Red, and then he looks over at you, Colt, and you get a glimpse almost of a little bit of sadness almost, and he nods at you as well. And motions for you all to kind of follow him into this sort of smaller stone building beside, kind of on the side of the graveyard. And when he leads you in there are, I mean, it's like a small library almost. There are maps, genealogies, burial records, like weathered scrolls covering pretty much every surface. You actually do see in there, he goes and picks up a book off of the table, and he says, Kelodek handed this off to me, and it's the book that you had left with Kelodek.
Ain't that convenient? There you go.
So that's sitting there
Nice.
along with several other books that look like that just kind of vary in level of their quality in terms of, like, some of them look fairly new, some of them are kind of falling apart. It's just kind of a mishmash of books there and scrolls. Crag sits down and he pulls out a pair of round spectacles and puts them on and points to the symbol on the spine of the book that you had taken to Kelodek and says, remember this symbol that you brought to Kelodek? He sort of traces his finger across the edge of the spine there. The skull, the ram's horns. I've spent damn near all 2 weeks making certain I wasn't mistaken. Kind of looks up at you. I wasn't. Are you familiar with a being known as Orcus?
Orcus?
Mm-hmm.
It has come up.
I mean, I don't know. Is he popular? Is he holy or something? Or I don't know.
Certainly not holy, and if half of these books are to be believed, he's older than kingdoms and empires, and some are even saying he's older than death itself. He isn't
He's the prince of the undead.
Correct. He's not just some demon. He is the demon that covets death. Not dying, death.
Oh.
And he taps at the desk that the table that he's sitting at, there's a window right in front of it that looks out into the cemetery. And he takes his finger and kind of taps a couple times on the glass and says, you see this cemetery? I've buried almost everyone in it. I've dug graves for children, for heroes, for drunks, for folks nobody remembered. He kind of sits back and folds his arms a little bit. The one thing they all deserved was rest. He kind of glances back over at the symbol on the spine of the book. Orcus hates rest. He kind of pauses for a moment, just sort of looking at you all.
I looked to everyone else for a moment. So that book that's his symbol then. That's Orcus. That represents his. I don't know what to call it. Cult? His calling?
So when you say he hates rest and that this is his symbol, I am familiar with the word necromancy. Is that what this is about then? That kind of point, like.
You could say that. Most necromancers, they raise skeletons because it's useful or convenient, even. They're using death. But the followers of Orcus, they believe death itself is broken. They think every corpse should walk. Every grave should be empty. They don't just raise the dead, they mock them. They steal the one thing every soul has earned. And he then sort of moves around some of the papers on the desk, and he slides a sketch of the symbol across the table. And there's a few different variations of that same symbol, but ultimately they are very closely relatable. And he says, I've found this mark carved into old mausoleums, forgotten shrines, abandoned battlefields. And it's almost always, the same thing. Somebody wanted the dead back. Aside from this book, and from what I've heard that you encountered at that ship, have you found any other instances of this symbol?
We have. We recently. Yeah, they were chained up, weren't they? At that underwater lizard folk place we just had to come back from.
The Sahuagin had them chained.
So they were carved into a wall down there in the Sahuagin?
No. Right in the. I'll smack my forehead with my fingers. Yeah. Right in the dab middle of a whole bunch of them. Using them as kind of sparring partners.
Whole bunch of what?
Undead creatures. Skeletons?
Huh. He sort of, he takes his spectacles back off and rests them on the table in front of him. Interesting. That's more than enough to make a pattern. From what I've read, the cult, he kind of does the double finger quotes thing, of Orcus, they're patient.
I thought you said my name for a minute. Yeah?
Cult with a U. And he,
I got word for
sort of hand, holds his hand out. Says, they don't conquer cities. You know, they rot them from the inside out. They start with lonely folk, the grieving, people desperate enough to believe impossible promises. And Colt, you notice that he looks toward you for just a fraction longer than anybody else. They find someone who's lost everything, and they whisper, "What if you didn't have to?" You can see the allure. He lets that sink in for a moment.
Is that what happened to your dad, Colt? Maybe?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, from you know as much as me at this point. I mean, I maybe he's. No, there's no way. Not for this. He wouldn't. There's no. I'll back up slightly. There's no way he'd be involved in this whole. What's happening and the Sahuagin. I mean, there's no.
I don't think that's necessarily involved with the Sahuagin, but I do wonder if someone took advantage of. Because didn't your mom? Is she missing or did she pass?
She means she's I think she's missing, right? I'm pretty sure that's what Kaladek had told us, right? That I'll hold my head for a minute and I'll say
Let me look back at my note.
Look, that could be the case. That could be the case that he's trying to. She was lost at sea. I know that much. And maybe he's trying to. Oh, gods. Oh, Valkyr, if you're listening, I need an answer now. I'll just hold my head and just start rubbing my temple.
I'm going to send a message to Aelin. Just to. Kaldek did say that his dad was trying to raise the mom from the sea.
Thinking too, yeah.
It was it was the same day that we talked to Crag and Kaldek.
Crag.
Yeah, his dad left in search of his wife. Thinks someone put something super suspicious going on. Colt's mother was lost at sea. His dad says he was going to find her. Kaladek thinks someone must have whispered / put an idea into his head about it.
Yep.
Crag says, well, I did find something else. He pulls another book from the shelf to his right and opens it, and it's sort of like bookmarked in a few places, and there's a crude drawing that fills most of the page, and it looks like a rod almost, or like a mallet or a mace, some kind of like weapon that ends in like a ram skull at the top of it, with horns sort of twisting off of the back of it. He says, I came across references to this. It's called the Wand of Orcus. And if even half of these stories are true, it's one of the most dangerous relics ever created. I don't even know if it's still in existence. He kind of smiles a little uneasily and says, I'd honestly just as soon never find out. But he then reaches over and pulls out another parchment, kind of slides it over on top, and he says, this is what concerns me. And again, you have all of those sketches of the various versions of that same symbol that was on the spine of that book. And he says, each one of these depicts some variation of the same symbol. You've got the book from the haunted house. You've got the Emperor of the Waves, and now these undead at the Sahuagin base you're telling me about. And from what I'm hearing from the town council, there's some new disturbance at a Valkyr Abbey off the coast. I kind of expected these to be isolated. I'd hoped that they were. I don't think they are. I think they're connected. And he starts drawing. He grabs kind of a quill off of the desk and starts drawing lines between all of these different versions of this symbol. And he says, as he's kind of reaching each end point of that line, he's saying, smugglers, cultists, undead, disappearances. This isn't a handful of madmen worshipping in caves. He takes a moment and meets every single one of your eyes. Kugal, Red, Aelin, Colt, and Sherry. This is infrastructure, supply lines, communication, organization. I think someone's preparing for war.
Paul's just gone quiet. He has an angry expression on his face. He's not saying a word.
So, why are you the gravedigger?
Well,
Shouldn't you be like in a library or stratum or knowledge place or?
fortunately for me, I've got a lot of spare time. Until recently, this has historically been not the busiest place to bury people. Sure, we have our ups and downs. The rise of the Sea Princes, we had plenty of graves to dig then, but in times of peace, I've got plenty of time to do what I like to do, which is study and learn. I've decided not to make it a career, as I've found most scholarly endeavors have guardrails and guidelines and people telling you what you're supposed to study and what you need to read and what's important to learn. As a hobby, I can read about whatever the fuck I want. So, my father ran this cemetery before me and his father before him. Although they did not possess the same scholarly tendencies that I do, I've found that this profession offers me just as much, if not more, time to study the things that I want than if I had followed a career into education. And it's quiet, except for my avian friends out there. They seem a little more excited than usual lately.
So what you're saying is all these things, or go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, what you're saying is all these things that have been separated out, and I kind of pull out our map and just kind of like point different places, are all being controlled by some group or organization with some means to just stabilize Saltmarsh, take over, some kind of sea threat, something.
I don't think it... If we're dealing with something as serious as Orcus, I don't believe that Saltmarsh specifically is in its crosshairs, but perhaps it is the most populated target nearest to wherever their business dealings are occurring. Consider it a wrong place at a wrong time. I believe this has larger implications than just Saltmarsh or even the Sword Coast. But again, I am no adventurer. I'm a gravedigger. I hope that my endeavors here are of some help to you. And he closes the books on the desk there and kind of starts rolling things up and says, I've spent 30 years studying the dead and working with them. And I've learned something. The dead don't scare me. It's the living. And it's they who decide what the dead become. He sort of rests his hand on top of the book. It says, if Orcus has truly reached the Sword Coast and has us in his sights, don't think of him as another monster. Think of him as a plague. A plague doesn't need to win every battle. It only needs enough people to stop believing tomorrow will be better. He kind of looks around the room again and says, I've buried enough people to know this. So, as long as there are folks willing to stand between the living and the grave, Orcus will truly never have this world. But it's also something we cannot take for granted.
Do you think we should start burning bodies instead of burying them? From a practical standpoint? It's hard to bring bodies back if you don't have no bodies to...
I'd be lying if I said that the thought didn't cross my mind.
Cremation.
But to some, it's a desecration. And as the steward of the dead, I must hold to those truths and respect those who lay here and rest, the same as I would respect those who still walk this earth. Plus, the moment the town sees the gravedigger exhuming every single corpse in this cemetery and burning them in a pyre, it's probably going to cause quite the panic.
True.
Very true.
So, he kind of claps his hands.
Right.
That is the information that I've been able to gather. I hope that it is useful to you in some ways. And he hands the book that you handed off to Kaladek back to you.
Do you want to keep this, or a motion to Colt?
Yeah, sure. I take and I just grab the book and immediately put it behind and open my pack and just drop it.
Craig, since we have you,
ATM.
since we have you, Craig, are you familiar with any other robed cults that may be interested in people for their magical abilities?
Such
that
as?
Ring a bell to you? It's about all I got for you, unfortunately.
Well, I'm sure as you know, there's no shortage of, well, nefarious cults around the Sword Coast, as well as nefarious organizations. Without any specifics, it's hard to say. I mean, most notably, you have the Zentarum, who are quite widely known as the more organized group of criminals across the coast. Across of most of Faerun, as I'm to understand it. But, I mean, however many gods there are, or devils and demons there are an equal number of cults that worship them. Red, make a history check for me. You need a 10. 10 or higher. 16.
Check.
So, although you've had a few people try and accost you, you do note that the most harrowing endeavor that you had, or the harrowing encounter that you had, was in the swamp when that kind of cloaked figure tried to attack the party, or did attack the party, rather. And all of the corpses that were raised that night also had that same symbol inscribed somewhere on them, either on their face or on the back of their neck.
I'm gonna try and focus on the shadows, if you will, on like the darkness, and try to channel that vision in my head of that journey that Colt and I went on. Just trying to rethink through that as how it kind of relates to what we're hearing here.
So are you describing to Karg that dream that you had is what you're saying, or?
Yeah, because I don't think I can on demand, like, hey, touch my arm, and then experience this.
Right.
Experience this.
Right.
Just kind of in short form, yeah. And then, relay that, hey, in the woods, this happened, and I know these people are after me, and not the full story, though.
Right. He says, well, if what you're saying is the case, and these creatures bear the same mark, this mark of Orcus, it's safe to say that they are interested in, I don't know, they didn't kill you, which means they may have some alternative purpose for you if they want you alive.
They might be interested in this, and then I just kind of do like just a prestidigitation a little bit, just to get some shadows to come off me.
Yeah. Well, that is quite unique.
Right.
And this place that you describe in your dreams, it sounds very similar to excerpts that I'd read that described the domain of Orcus. Believe they refer to as maybe the Prince of Undeath, Prince of the Undead. I mean, he has many names. The Blood Lord, the Lord of Specters, the Master of Vampires, the Shadow that was, the Great Horned Demon. With an army of that caliber, you also have a hierarchy of generals and demons, devils, whatever it may be. Perhaps what you ran out into in the bog there was some higher level ranking member of Orcus's army looking to snatch you up for something.
Craig, do you need protection? Are you okay out here? I worry these people may try and come to find you.
I'm not too concerned. My fate is that of Saltmarsh.
Well, thank you for your information.
Indeed. If you find anything else, please bring it to me, and I would be happy to give it a look over. He looks over at you, Colt, says, puts a hand on your shoulder. Are you all right?
It will be. Yeah, we'll be fine. Thanks for the information. We appreciate it.
He looks over at you, Kugal, and says, it's not often we see another half-orc around here. I assume, presumptive half-orc based on, and he kind of points to the smaller tusks.
That's right. I come from Seaton, a little further up the coast, small settlement. There weren't many of us there either.
Well, I have learned through many years being here, as did my father, that as much as I love our city here of Saltmarsh, that people are not always incredibly accepting of non-humans. So just know if you ever need a place to go or someone to vent to, you can always come to me.
Thank you for that.
Sort of nods. kind of looks back over to you. If there's ever anything you need, of course, that invitation goes to all of you as well. It seems like we have quite the serious threat that I am not even fully convinced that the town's leadership is taking 100% seriously. But I do believe that you heroes of Saltmarsh are possibly our best chance at getting through it. So any way I can help, I can. I will.
Thank you, Craig.
Thank you for your time.
I'll nod and start walking outside.
Okay. As you leave, he kind of goes back to putting things back away.
I'm glad we came here.
Are we back outside?
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as we all exit his place, I'm just gonna stop and just shut my eyes and just take a deep breath or two. Just nothing else. Just like I'm trying to relax or calm down. And then I'll say to everyone, sorry, I shut down a little bit in there, everyone, but I guess we got some good info now.
Right. It is quite heavy what's going on. You know, personally, I can't gesture myself. Town, us, gods.
No kidding, man. It's kind of been a day.
It's a lot. It's not just, hey, there's someone knocking over mailboxes.
If only.
Right. Yeah, we can blow them up.
You know, I guess I should say this before we start moving. Last time I kind of just pushed it away. I'm going to be a little more upfront about it now. I was 99% sure that my mother was dead. I feel like I'm 100% sure now. I can accept that. When Kaldek told me that my father was looking into necromancy, I mean, I can kind of piece together what happens next. While I can't accept that, I can understand that. But to know that he might be a part of this Orcus thing that's going on, that he could actually now be the problem on top of that, I can't accept or understand that.
I don't think that your father would be the problem. I think, if anything, your father was taken advantage of for how much he loved your mom.
True.
I don't think at all that your father would ever intentionally be the problem. I think someone said something about possibly, hey, we can get your wife back. We can just sold him a fantasy. And because of his love for her, he was taken advantage of. Whether they actually knew if your mom was dead or not, they just saw someone who was grieving, and they took advantage of that grief.
You know, we've never met him, but that does seem like a far stretch to say you're using your love for someone to turn into this evil cult people. I think what Aelin said is right, Colt, that love is driving him, not this evilness. You know, but we've never met him. You know, we don't know him, so.
Sherry walks up behind you, Colt, and puts her hand kind of on the small of your back, and says, I did know him, and Colt, what they're saying, I wholeheartedly believe. I don't think that Jonas would go down such a perilous path if he was not persuaded. He did love your mother.
Right. I hope that's the end of it then. Just a man who was taken advantage of and nothing more. Maybe something could be done about that.
I'll help any way I can, if that gives you any peace.
What'll give me peace more than anything is picking up some black grappling hooks from a market and hopefully retrieving a full suit of Thousand Teeth armor from a vendor. And I'll look at everyone and nod.
And some capes.
And
Some bat capes. That's right.
And some terribly awful, but somehow still kind of delicious crab claw wine, baby.
Let's go get all of that in that order.
Yeah.
If you get too drunk, you can't even taste it anymore. It's gonna be great.
Right. There's gotta be one of these people has to sell some kind of spirits, right? Someone's selling something good here, right?
I'll have a whatever, honestly, and I'll just start walking towards town.
I heard they got this it's this Kraken rum that's really good.
Oh.
They also have cool this this royalty. It's like royalty royal XR that's really good. I heard that's pretty good too. They also have these silver goose that go really good too.
I didn't know you were so familiar with all these alcohols. I'll try them all.
Yeah, I've been to several ports. I've seen a lot.
That makes sense.
All right. Well, let's take a quick 10-minute break, and we'll come back and finish up shopping, and then maybe go sell. Not the greatest morning / afternoon. It's been a real roller coaster. We found God, and then we got super sad, and now we're gonna go shopping. We're about to go back up the hill, and we're gonna stay. We're gonna stay up there because we're getting trashed on claw wine later. So, 10 minutes.
Let's go.
We will be back. Okay, welcome back, everybody. You are all making your way back into town from the cemetery. Where are we headed first? I assume we're headed towards the green market to pick up our grappling hooks and bat capes and stuff.
Yes.
All the things, all the shopping.
Remind me where you ordered your bat capes from. Was that from Kester's?
Kester's was from the Bat Capes. Yep.
Okay.
Fine leather goods,
Here, I'll pull all this back.
if I'm not mistaken, is the name of the store.
So Kester's. Let's see. So you kind of head down. Let me see. Maybe this will work. Let me see if y'all can see this. Yes. So
Yep.
y'all kind of head down through the main walkways and back across town. You pass by the town council hall and you find yourself at your favorite racist bridge that you do need to cross. So how are we prepping for this time? And is anybody doing anything to help our dear friend Redimir out? Does anybody have Dramamine or anything?
Man,
You know, I do wonder, if I carried you across, do you think it would still affect you since I'd be the one carrying you and you wouldn't be walking on it yourself?
I feel like it's just the mere presence of myself in its vicinity.
Okay, I just thought I would
But
ask.
I start kind of looking towards the sides of the bridge. Like, you know what? I could see it right here, and I do like this number. A sign. Help Saltmarsh today by the Heroes of Saltmarsh, and it's a picture of us with a picture of a new bridge. Right here next to it. I could see that sign. You could be a hero of Saltmarsh like the Heroes of Saltmarsh. Donate to
I like
Nate
it.
for the new bridge fund.
Yeah,
See that?
yeah.
Because I can't be the only one in town that is affected, right? This is a true malady in society.
I try and think,
This is a
are there any
problem.
other elves here?
You haven't
Yeah.
really seen any, no.
That's what I was like. You might be the only one affected.
I'm only like, I'm a half elf. Like, it's,
This is very much a human-dominated town. There are, of course, dwarves and gnomes and, you know, various other, like, I guess you would call traditional, like, humanoid races. But, yeah, not a lot of elves or half-elves that you've seen here. Is it some
I wonder why.
big conspiracy? Maybe. Who knows? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Keep out the elves, huh? I've seen this here. I know what's going on here.
So yeah. So what's the strategy? Are we racing across or?
How long is it again?
It is about 300 feet across.
Damn.
Ooh, so no misty stepping. Dimension door.
And I
Yeah, I
did
don't have
actually.
that.
I forgot that I scaled this map properly based on the legend at like the bottom of it. Like I actually, so like this little ruler is actually correct. So yeah, so it's about, well, we'll call it 250, about 250 feet across.
So an expensive bridge that we're trying to.
Yeah, because I can only jump about 30 feet. Now,
Can I make it unracist?
I do have that thunder magic spell where I can shoot off a thunderbolt effect right here.
There are
So it's on like
a lot of
thunder
people
in the middle of
walking
town.
around you.
That is not a good idea.
No. 300 feet, everyone hears it.
It's just a little nausea.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll just go. It's fine. I'm gonna Naruto run Area 51 across. Just go. Hate
Okay, make a.
it.
Let's call this either a dexterity or acrobatics check, whichever one's higher. Because I want to see, because there are plenty of people walking across this bridge, and I'm curious to see how nimbly bimbly you are. Whoa!
Nice. Nimble.
Now that I'm gonna take that, but I believe that was a dexterity saving throw that you did.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll go with it. I'm good with it. So you
It'd be at
managed to
20.
bob and weave like through these people. Kugal, Colt, Aelin, you see Red just throw his arms straight behind him, like lean about 45 degrees in front of him. He does that first. He's standing in place and does that first, like a damn aircraft about to take off, and then just starts hoofing it across the bridge. And you see him like quickly Frogger style, like left, right, left, right, left, like dodging people until he comes to a stop at the other side of the bridge. And you're fairly nauseous in doing it. But you made it the other side. You didn't hurl. I'm proud of you.
This surely is a spell that is afflicting this bridge, yes?
Yes.
You guys did do a deep dive on this some
Yes,
sessions
racist to
back,
elves.
and you found that it was some ancient curse.
So I couldn't dispel magic if it's a curse, probably then.
Correct. Yeah,
Maybe.
I'll have to dig through my notes, but I do vividly remember it was borderline our waterfall episode of Curse of Strahd, where it was
I
like an
see.
entire session.
Yeah.
We dedicated at least an hour to figuring out the history of this bridge, and ultimately it seemed like the magics. It's not that they were necessarily too powerful, it's that they were so old that the magics that created it were forgotten. And
I see.
without understanding how that was made, it is seemingly impossible, at least with what we know now, to be unmade.
Okay. I'm with you.
Well, we're gonna make a new non-racist bridge next to it.
And it'll be better.
Indeed.
It will be better with
If we can
hookers and
ship
blow.
it Theseus it and just take out the boards, it's like specifically the boards that are cursed, and just
Yeah.
That's right.
is it a new bridge, a non-racist bridge at that point?
And then they
Yeah,
get
we can put a new-
accidentally used to add on to Aelin's current house, and then all of a sudden Redimir is just sick all
Watching
the
the door
time at
just-
Aelin's house.
Yeah, it's like, what if we repaved it, put down a new layer of wood? Would that work?
All right, so the rest of you, we following Red across the bridge, I'm assuming.
We're going. We're gone.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you can take a left and head over to Kester's first, or we could head to the Green Market first. Kester's is where your bat cloaks were being made, and I believe that's also, Kugal, where your armor is being made. And then
think
the
that's right.
Green Market is where your where you were going to go pick up your grappling hooks, the Vantablacks.
If we go to the green market, we just kind of blaze through it, pick up our stuff,
Sure.
sell something, and then we can just it might be more involved at the other place at Custer's. So
Sure.
I'd say
Sounds
green
good
market
to
first.
me.
Knock it out.
Sounds great, Colt. Let's go.
Okay. While we're there, I got a bunch of treasure I picked up at the underwater place. Can I just sell that? Do we have anything weird about that?
Nothing weird. You would get half of what the book value is when you sell it.
Okay. Give me a moment. I gotta do a little bit of math then. While
Nice.
Kugal, as you guys are
there it
walking
goes
through
here.
the Green Market, in the distance, you see a stand that has various grappling hooks on display out in front. And you see it is Harry's hooks. And as you approach, the same salesman is there behind the counter and notices you approaching and says, "Oh, well, it looks like you've come back. I do believe you were the one who ordered the Vantablack Grapple 4000 grapple hooks, yes?"
What a memory.
Ah,
Yes.
I knew it. Old Harry, he never forgets a customer's face.
Indeed. We finally got back into town. You are our first stop.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
And nowhere else.
And I believe, did you buy 2 of them, if I'm recounting, or did you just get the 1?
I think we got 2, right?
And I know you put a deposit down for some.
I think it, yeah.
I'll
I think
search
it was
my
a
notes.
couple.
Oh, no, you bought 1, and then you put the second one on order for the 20th. So you have 1 now. This is the second one.
Got it.
He says, well, you took my display model, and so I haven't been able to sell any since then. Apparently just trying to explain the benefits of a Vantablack 4000 grapple hook is not enough to convince someone to purchase one. But I made 2. 1 for you, 1 for me. And he reaches under the counter and pulls out a nice looking like wooden box with a little latch on the front. He unlatches it, opens it up, and turns it around towards you. And inside, it even does one of those little bing, like shiny new product things as he opens it. And there is a just flat black grapple hook that is made with this very what looks like a dense. It is metal, but it's almost has like a hard. Like rubberized material on the outside of it that helps it deaden the sound when it's kind of making contact with stone or something like that. He says,
I'll pick it up and kind of hold it by my ear and then tap it with my walking stick and just see if I get anything out of it.
It just makes a thump, thump, thump.
Wow.
Never heard anything so perfect.
Indeed. Harry Heckelman makes the finest grappling hooks this side of the Sword Coast, and I would have you please sing my praises to anyone who you believe is in need of a hook. Whether it's a grapple hook or a fishing hook, Harry Heckelman makes it.
You are a scholar and a true master craftsman. I'll put it back in the box. What was our final balance?
Fishing hook, you say? And I like anime turn like, like
It's like the Zoolander, like
yeah, the blue steel, like
you'd already paid, so you were all paid up.
Sir, I am a skilled fisherman. However, my luck has been dry recently, and I pull out my mane. Do you have something better, more attractive than this? No, just.
He goes,
Laughing at you.
Harry Heckelman has the finest hooks this side of the Sword Coast, and I will wager that you've not seen the Vantablack 4100 5-hook fishing lure. And then he goes under the counter and he comes up and it's the exact same like display box that the grappling hook came in, but just like this bit, like tiny, and like unlatches it and opens it, and inside is what looks like almost identical to the grappling hook, but in a fishing hook made out of the same material. What's great about this is not only the number of hooks, but on top of that, you put bait on this, the light does not reflect off the hook. It looks to the fish as though there is nothing there but their sweet, delicious treat. And as soon as they come up and bite it, oh, you've got it. I guarantee your catches will be most bountiful with this hook. Only 15 gold per hook.
And how many of those do you have available?
I have 3 here now. Well, technically 4, but I've learned my lesson from selling your friend my last one. I'm not selling my display model.
3. Yes. 15. All right. Well, here is 30, and I'll take 2.
Ah, beautiful. He pulls out another tiny little box and unlatches it and opens it. And they're both just sitting there staring at you. The inside is almost like this cushiony material that's been molded to perfectly fit the hooks in there. And he says, "Thank you very much, and please do spread the word about Harry Heckelman's hooks. I travel around, but the name means everything. Should someone pull up to Waterdeep, or pull up to Neverwinter, or pull up to Baldur's Gate and find my stand there any given week, I want them to know quality is the name of the game."
Indeed. Do you have booths set up Neverwinter, or?
Oh, just my the booth here is quite temporary. I travel here and there. It's just me.
Go where
it's
the need
just
is.
me. I go where the money is.
Indeed.
Remember, Harry Heckelman's hooks. Sear it into your brain. Now, if you're done buying anything, get out of the way. I have other customers.
Bye.
I turned to look. Is there a line forming?
Do what?
Is there a line forming behind us?
No.
Well, I'll turn around and I'll kind of wave folks in as we kind of we step off.
All right. All right. So let's see. I believe you didn't need anything else because you had the robe from Trevor the tailor crafted on site, and you have that. Kugal, you gave them a fake name, I believe, at that point in time. I think it was Stanley or Brock or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's that, and then we have. I think that was the only thing. The capes were back over at Kester's,
and then the armor. We're gonna check on that,
which is also at Kester's. So you travel.
Well, before we leave the market, while they were picking up those hooks. No. I was going around pawning off all the crap we picked up. And I come back with 4 neat little pouches. I keep one for myself, and I hand out 117 gold to everybody else.
Wow.
Ooh.
Jackpot.
Wow.
Thank you, good sir.
It's all those fancy bracelets and pearls and turquoises, all sorts of neat stuff. All sold.
I'm rich.
Thank you.
I'm rich.
I'm rich. Well, you're like already rich.
I'm richer. I have a lot of money.
Nice.
All right, so we're making our way over to Kester's. You enter the shop. As you enter, it has one of those little bells on the piece of metal there at the top of the door that tickling kind of rings as you walk in. And behind the counter there is a young woman who looks in and notices you and says, "Ah! Wait, did I sell you something?"
Yes. We are the IRS.
The IRS. And
we have those bat capes on order.
Start looking through the ledgers, and as soon as you say bat capes, she's like, "Ah, yes, the capes. Yes, they are ready. One moment." And she disappears into the back rooms and comes back a few moments later with 2 white kind of cardboard boxes and sets them on the counter. She lifts one lid off, then the other lid off, and in there, folded, is a dark colored cloak And the way it's folded right now, you can't see the entirety of it, but the way that it's folded is one of the wings is kind of laid over the top, so you can see kind of this like rainbow shaped pattern across the bottom seam of it. She reaches over and kind of unfurls just like one flap of it and shows kind of like the thumb holes there for it that you kind of slide your fingers through to make the bat shape, and says, this was very a unique order. We've not made something like this quite before, but it did introduce some unique challenges, and we honestly learned quite a lot in getting this tailored together. Yes, it believe. Let me check my notes here. I believe you'd already paid for that as well.
I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Not in a snarky way, but
no, you did.
If memory serves right.
So you're good there. She slides them forward, and she looks over to you, Kugal, and says, "And I believe you're the one that brought in the crocodilian material, yes, for the fine armor, correct, sir?"
I am most eagerly anticipating its completion.
We are working on it. We are almost done. I believe, and she goes to check her notes. I believe we told you, though, it wasn't going to be until the 25th. It is the 21st at the moment. We are still on schedule. We are still...
Yes, you did. I'm just, again, so eager. It feels like it has been a lifetime since we've ordered this, but if I must wait, I must wait, unless there is the possibility a slight rush. Monetary.
We are flush with cash.
Is there any wheels to be used?
I will be 100% honest with you. And she looks at Aelin and Red and says, "Are they friends of yours?"
These? Oh yes, we're a package deal. We're really separate.
Not to bless you.
Not to drive a wedge, but I will say the complexity from their cape requests did impose a little bit of a delay on your armor, as it required a bit of. Regardless, we are still on pace to meet the deadline. We do have other orders that we have deadlines promised to as well. That being said, money talks, right? I can potentially dedicate one of our people to finishing yours maybe a couple days earlier. I could have it ready potentially on the 23rd for an extra 75 gold.
Absolutely.
Yes, 1,000 times yes.
Absolutely.
I'll slide. I'll give Kugal 25 gold just to help with that. Like, sorry on that one.
I'll give him like a pat on the back that seems a little harsh than it probably necessarily would be.
Yes.
Well, now I feel obligated to give 25 gold.
Slightly not as hard of a pat on the back.
I'll also give 25 gold to support the cause.
Y'all do way too much. Like, actually, y'all like it. The armor was purchased already by like a big bag that came from something else. So I want to make sure I'm putting my part into that.
All right. Well, yeah. This will do it. This will pay for. Well, the discounts I'm going to have to give on our other customers because we're going to be late on their stuff now. And additionally, the dedicated labor for the person that is going to work on this. But we will have it done by the 23rd. So 2 days.
Perfect. Thank you.
I will sing the praises of your shop to all of my friends. Anyone interested?
An official approved merchant of the IRS.
Preferred vendor.
Preferred
vendor. Mm-hmm.
Well, we appreciate that, and hopefully our goods live up to their name in quality, as we strive to do the best and provide the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Update my notes here real quick.
Nice. Once we're outside, like, yeah, now we just need to wait till the 23rd to leave, and we'll take that armor with us.
I've decided next time we come back, I'm gonna order a like dog leather harness armor type thing
Yeah.
for Cindy.
+1 armor for dogs.
Right.
That sounded funny. It's like dog leather. Oh no.
Oh no.
So that's the section behind the door. That's a different area of the shop. Well, I think that's everything we needed to get shopping wise. That'll be ready then. The frames, the posters will be back on the 25th. Be a whole fantastic day.
Okay.
Was there any other shopping?
Yeah. Anything else?
Got nothing.
Wine time, right?
Okay. Yeah. So for
Right.
the purpose, for the sake of brevity, we're gonna say that between going to the green market and kind of walking around, like, yeah, we kind of role played part of that, but like walking around, kind of looking at other booths, ultimately really not finding anything that like jumped out at us. Selling the stuff, walking over to Kester's, doing that whole thing. We've progressed through most of the day, through most of the afternoon, and the sun is starting to get a little low on the west side of the sky. And yeah, tummies are grumbling. We're a little hungry, and we wanted to celebrate surviving the Sahuagin nightmare that was the former lizard folk home. So Sherry recommended the snapping line, which is back across the bridge.
I just sent a picture of what I have in mind for Cindy in the chat. I don't know if you're able to share that for the channel.
I'll have to share it later. I'm not able to switch off the cameras at the moment.
Okay, it's fine. No problem.
Red, you ready for round 2?
Of
Running across this bridge.
If we're going back to the
That's
snapping
fine.
line, isn't it back that way? I'm going towards the bridge.
maybe. Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay.
How tall is the bridge? How tall, like, up from the pathways?
So, I mean, it crosses over the bay there. So, like, going above that, it's probably 30 feet above the water. But from, like, ground level to where it, because it does have a slight arch to it.
Yeah.
The difference in, like, sea level, I guess you could say, is maybe 10 feet total, like from the base to the apex and then back to the base.
So it's not like this huge tall. Because what I was thinking about was trying to borrow a hook from Hugal and like grappling on the side of it, and then like trying to swing across the
Spider-Man
river.
across it.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like that's.
I will ask to. So I will never say no to attempting anything, right? I'll never say no. And you do have fancy grappling hooks now. I will ask though, has Red ever been to one of the live performances of the Sword Coast Ninja Warrior exhibitions where they have to like physically hold on and swing across and do like the salmon ladders and stuff like that? Do you feel like Colt maybe, or not Colt, that Red would be able to pull that kind of maneuver off across a 300-foot long bridge?
No, I just have like the cartoon, like arrow down.
Right.
Like,
Would he like to try?
probably not.
Okay.
Now that Red thinks about it. No.
Okay.
I like Red Amir. I don't want to come up with Blue Amir to show up.
I still have nightmares about that. So you Naruto run across the bridge again. It's slightly less crowded this time. The rest of you make your way across over here to. Here, I'll point it out here. So boom, bam. So right here is the snapping line. And if you have forgotten, the snapping line is quite interesting actually, because it is fashioned out of multiple different boats and vessels that have been kind of cobbled together to create this tavern/inn. Let me update our music here. Boom. So as the sky is turning from blue to kind of a orangish, pinkish, purplish hue, you approach the outside of the snapping line. All of you are together as you approach. The front door of the snapping line sort of swings open with a loud creak, and a man stumbles out backwards with one hand clutching an empty mug, as though it's like the only thing keeping that person upright. You know it's empty because the way that they were kind of scrambling, if there were any liquid in that, it would have gone flying everywhere. So this man that stumbles out, you see his dark, kind of shoulder-length hair hangs down, kind of tangled, in kind of like tangled waves beneath a weather-beaten hat that he's wearing on his head that is somehow still clinging to his head. His shirt is half untucked, and his pants are sort of rolled unevenly up to his calves. And as always, he isn't wearing any shoes. And
Dusty tan,
and he
dirty tan, or whatever.
Turns and squints at the sun looking outside and says, "Well, that's considerably brighter than I remember." And he turns and takes one kind of uncertain step and then another, and then walks straight into a hitching post for horses. And you hear him kind of cry out, backs up and sort of gives it the two pats, like two firm pats, and says, "That's some solid craftsmanship." Only then does he look up and notice your group, and his eyes just light up, and you hear him say, "Well, I'll be dipped in clam butter." And he points at all of you and says,
God damn it is.
"It's you." And he narrows his eyes and says, "I know y'all. Now, I reckon one of y'all promised me something." You did.
We promised you a drink,
ya?
and we are here to fulfill our promise.
And he points at you as you say that, Red. He said, "Yeah, wait, was it you?" And then he looks over at Colt and then points at you. "No, it was you." Yeah, and he eventually points to all four of you and says, "You may have promised me a drink, but I don't remember where. Remember you. Wait, no, it wasn't a drink. You were gonna borrow my boat. No, you were gonna buy me boots." And he looks down at his bare feet and he says, "Well, if you did buy me boots, I sure forgot to wear them. Yeah, it'll come back. It always... Actually, no, it rarely comes back. And he looks up at you and his eyes just kind of widen. Oh, yeah. You're the SRIs?
Close enough. That is close enough.
That's us.
That is us.
He said, oh, have I got something for you? And he sort of stumbles forward a little bit, and he's like leaning forward almost, and almost has this like conspiratorial like countenance about him, and he says, it's important. It's real important. And at this point, he's leaning like right next to you, Kugal. And he whispers, I seen it. The ghost of the widow's wake.
What?
Last Tuesday. I saw it last Tuesday.
Where?
Well, he looks out to the sea, just out to the ocean, and he just kind of loses his focus out there for a moment. And then as he looks back, he sees Aelin looking at him with that exact face, actually. Yeah, that's the one. He says, I thought so. You don't believe me. I swear.
I never said that. I was waiting for more details.
I know a look when I see one, but I swear on, he kind of looks around, on somebody else's mother, that it was real. And then he says, there's a big old ship, big old black ship, and there were no lanterns and no crew. It is just fog and skeletons. Or maybe they was pirates. I don't know. It was hard to tell. They was awful skinny. And he kind of leans in closer to you, Aelin, and is like, they was looking for something. I think it was one of my old friends. He stole it. And then you see him actually. You see like the jovial nature of his demeanor sort of fade a little bit, like the mood shifts a little bit. We was adventurers once. We wasn't very good, but we was adventurous. Yeah, they caught us, so we was sleeping. Well, I was sleeping. I was supposed to be on watch. They come in real quiet. You know, the ship, we never stood a chance. And they took everybody. Anyway,
Who's they? Were they skeletons then?
And he like he turns over and slaps Colt on the shoulder and says, if you ever see a ship full of dead pirates, run. Unless they have claw wine, and in which case, maybe ask them if they want to trade.
Where did you say you saw the skeletons recently?
Yeah, it was on a boat. I was out there.
What was it called again?
Oh, it was the ghost of the widow's wake. Well, it was just a widow's wake, but I added ghost because part of the skeletons. Maybe they were skeletons. Maybe they were just real thin. Anyways, and about that time, the tavern door opens again, and it looks like one of the barkeeps is kind of leaned out and says, Will, you coming back in or what? And Will immediately sort of brightens up and says,
Will.
They got more claw wine?
Whiskey Will.
And then he turns to Will and says, they always got more claw wine. And he kind of throws both hands in the air and says, Now that's what I call responsible management. And he turns around and goes to walk back in the doorway, misses it entirely, and slaps right into the wall. Takes a couple of steps back, kind of course corrects without saying a thing, and then just disappears back inside the snapping line.
I did miss Whiskey Will.
Same. I can't remember what we promised him.
Red promised him something.
This was like session 2. Like, that's at the end of it, talking about Whiskey Will. He told us a story after we gave him booze. And
you promised to like take him with you or something.
I can't remember. Yeah, I don't.
I think they're in my
you just
iPad,
ghosted
maybe.
him. You just never showed up.
Yeah,
He's not too upset about it.
He cannot remember. He's a drunkard.
Yeah,
It's the moment's gone forever from him.
right. And if he forgets, if he remembers, like, hey, we were on town business, and then now we're back. We'll make it up to you. We'll buy you a new claw wine.
All right, and with that, I guess are we going into the inn?
Into the snapping
Into
line.
the tavern?
Yeah, we
Let's
can
go.
get some drinks and food and relax the night away.
Okay.
Is Sherry here? I need you next to Sherry.
Sherry's here.
I'm next to all my friends, man.
Well, 3 of us.
All right, so you go in. There is a table available that you're able to all go sit down. And one of the waitresses comes up and takes everybody's order. Who all's ordering claw wine?
Take 2.
I will get a claw wine.
Me.
Colt will drink.
Sherry gets one too. And everybody's ordering food, I'm assuming, as well.
You got a meat and cheese board?
There's no meat and
Bloomin'
cheese
onions.
board here.
Fish and chips.
There's definitely that. We got fish and chips on
What a-
deck.
What about like loaded nachos? Steak frites?
I could see maybe like a nacho platter being available here.
Bloomin' onion.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. Pretzels?
So you're all sitting down. You're all enjoying. It's been, again, like I said earlier, a roller coaster of a day since you've been back, between the meeting with the council and walking throughout the town, going to the Colt found God today. Then we talked to a very a gravedigger, a knowledgeable gravedigger that basically prophesied some very bad shit potentially happening, to buying and selling and trading at the markets. It's been just kind of a roller coaster of a day, and we're sort of unwinding. We're hitting that pressure release valve. Everyone is just sort of relaxing and having a nice evening. Is there anything anybody wanted to bring up and talk about at dinner? Or are we just sort of genuinely enjoying the evening, not looking to bring up anything really important?
Bolt, do you want to talk about your life, or do you want to just talk about booze?
I think tonight we should just take it easy. There's gonna be a lot coming up, I'm sure, and it's gonna get personal and it's gonna be rough, and and you already know what we've been through. It's only gonna be more. So right now, or do we have our wine or any drinks in front of us right now?
You do, yeah.
Right now, let's just and I'll look back to Red. Let's just do this, and I'll hold up some of that claw wine and start drinking on it.
It's definitely got a very fishy taste to it. It's an acquired taste. It's not
I'll
bad.
put it back down. I put it back down and say, you know what? I actually hate this.
It's growing on me. It's growing on me.
It gets better the more you drink it. Truly.
That is true. Yeah.
I guess I'll have to learn the hard way. I'll keep at it.
You look over and Sherry's at like the very bottom of her glass already. It's really quite good if you're not a fucking pussy about it.
That's right, Cherry.
I'll look at her glass and like, is that chum in the bottom of it?
Yeah.
There's like a fucking like fish fin floating at the bottom of it.
Oh. Scales just kind of floating.
You almost need like a filter on it.
That's the extra flavor.
Right.
Gives
So
it
it gives a character. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's right.
It's got tannins or whatever it is.
Puts hair on your chest for
That's
sure.
right. All right, so you all go on. You're enjoying the night. You're talking about, like, I'm sure you're recounting some of the kind of crazy shit that's happened, but not in a way that's like, we're not like trying to trauma bond tonight.
Right.
And the evening chatter in the tavern kind of swells around you. Tankards kind of cling together. There's a bard that is kind of absentmindedly kind of playing the lute in the corner. And the aroma of like roasted food and fresh bread hangs in the air. Then, almost without anybody noticing exactly when, a man steps through the front door. He's tall, perhaps 6'2", with an olive complexion, and dark hair, neatly combed underneath a charcoal like newsboy cap, like almost like a Peaky Blinder kind of cap, right? His clothes are impeccably tailored, despite their kind of practicality. There's a crisp white shirt, dark waistcoat, fitted overcoat, and nice kind of polished leather boots. And there's a pair of nice leather gloves tucked neatly into one pocket. Nothing about this person is flashy, yet everything about him is deliberate. Let me pull up his picture here.
Huh.
Handsome enough.
Businessman.
He walks through the tavern in like an unhurried pace. He's in no rush, and he's kind of offering polite nods to the patrons, as it seems like he recognizes pretty much everyone. And several people instinctively kind of step aside to let him pass.
Oh.
Others seem to lower their voices without even maybe really realizing that they've done so. His face is calm, it's composed, almost pleasant in a sense. The sort of face that could negotiate a trade agreement like over breakfast or something, or order someone's disappearance before lunch without changing their expression. His eyes kind of drift across the room only once before they settle on Aelin.
Me?
You see a faint smile sort of just kind of touches the corner of his mouth. Not warm, not cold, professional. He approaches your table and just kind of waits patiently until there's a natural lull in the conversation before speaking in kind of a smooth, measured voice. Miss Aelin. He kind of inches his head ever so slightly towards the rest of the group. My apologies for the interruption. I won't keep you long, as he kind of looks over at the rest of you. And his gaze then goes back to you, Aelin.
Yes. Continue, please. Hello.
Mr. Schenker asked me to find you when it was convenient, and as luck would have it, he kind of looks around left and right at the busy tavern. His smile widens just a little bit. You have made yourself remarkably convenient. And he kind of puts his hand behind his back and kind of loosely clasps his hand, just resting behind his back. If you've a few moments, there's a matter of business requiring your attention. Nothing urgent.
Who's Mr. Schenker?
Crab.
Kreb.
Oh, that's Kreb's last name?
Mm-hmm.
It's crab.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure, yeah. You ready now?
He says, Mr. Schenker does appreciate punctuality.
Yeah. Hey, let's go.
Are
I didn't catch your name by any.
I was going to fill this in here now. After a moment of, after having this exchange, you do recognize this person. You've seen this person a few times at the Empty Net. His name is Vernon. And you've actually interacted with him a handful of times when a shipment, a special shipment, is being dropped off. You know Vernon, he is always about business, and you've never seen him lose his composure. Even if he is trying to entertain people at the net, if he's having a drink, he's never once been any different than what you've seen right in front of you now. You've also never known him to be cruel, but he's also never had to raise his voice to command the room. And he's constantly kind of traveling around from town to town, but you know that this is Krebs' right-hand man. Kugal, you know who he is. You know of Vernon, but you've never directly interacted with him. You've seen him maybe once or twice, but it was brief. Not to the extent that Aelin does.
Are you?
Well, Vernon. Yep. Yes, Red? No, Vernon, I can go ahead and tab out now, and if we need to head out.
No need to close out. I just need to speak with you outside.
Okay, yeah. If you guys don't mind, I'll be right back.
Whoa! Before they go,
Are you good? Are you good?
No, yeah,
Aelin?
I'm totally fine. I know him. It's fine. We're good. We're good.
Sorry,
I
don't
turn to Vernon.
I'm not
like,
from
I'm so
here.
sorry about this. This is not a romantic entanglement. This is just someone who I know.
Well,
it's an acquaintance.
Not what I was. No,
Okay.
That was not my assumptions.
I'm going with her, just to be.
Okay.
He's an acquaintance. We'll be right back.
No
And
offense.
I get it.
No
Okay.
offense, sir.
He looks to the rest of the table and regards you all and just gives you a polite nod and turns and walks back towards the front door of the tavern. He leads you outside, just out front, and steps over to the side. So there are still people kind of coming in and out of the front doors, and you're kind of just off to the side, just out of earshot of anybody walking in or out of the establishment.
Vernon, how have you been?
He looks at you and he doesn't immediately respond, but he glances to the tavern window out front and sort of just looks around to make sure no one's in earshot. And he says, I'm well. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good.
His
I'm
tone,
glad to hear it.
His tone is courteous and almost pleasant. I appreciate you taking a moment. He again kind of folds his hands behind his back. I will not keep you long. I understand there was an awkward moment during this morning's council meeting.
An awkward moment. Oh, about the Valkyr people? Priestesses?
He smiles
How'd you know about that?
kind of politely. He says, you noticed Councilman Primwater seemed rather uncomfortable when the Isle of the Abbey was mentioned.
How did you know that I knew that it was weird?
It's not important. Okay.
What?
Huh?
What was that, Kugal?
I said it's probably not super important. He's probably got some fingers and stuff. Just take him on his word.
I guess I need to work on my poker face maybe a little.
He says, right, I imagine you believed you were simply asking an innocent question. And I believe you. Unfortunately, Mr. Primwater did not experience it as an innocent question. And at that point, Vernon kind of takes a couple steps forward and sort of slowly strides beside you, rather kind of standing in front of you, but he's facing kind of the other way. Allow me to share something that few people are privileged to know. And more so that Mr. Schenker trusts you with this information. Mm-hmm. Councilman Primwater and Mr. Schenker have enjoyed a productive business relationship for many years. They have both profited from that relationship, and more importantly, Saltmarsh has profited from that relationship. You see, trade is rarely as clean as councils like to imagine. There are taxes, embargoes, petty nobles who believe that they deserve a share of another man's labor. Sometimes goods simply need to arrive somewhere, quietly, as I'm sure you're aware.
Certainly.
It's not a particularly romantic profession. His expression grows a little more serious. The Abbey has, on occasion, provided convenient storage. He looks over and, although he's standing next to you, he looks directly down towards you and makes eye contact. You and your companions are expected to investigate this island. Should you happen upon certain crates, certain ledgers, or merchandise bearing no obvious owner, I would ask that you regard them as though they were never there. If circumstances make that impossible, then I trust your judgment. You see kind of a faint smile grow across his face. Wood burns, and the sea is remarkably efficient at keeping secrets. I should clarify. This is not a request from Councilman Primwater. This is a request from Mr. Schenker. And Mr. Schenker places tremendous value on his customers. If one of those customers were publicly embarrassed, it would reflect rather poorly upon his business. And Mr. Schenker is exceedingly protective of his business.
Ask some clarifying questions.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone being directly harmed by this business arrangement?
No.
Is it merely a means of getting goods in and out, or storing goods so that taxes or something of that nature aren't paid?
Yes.
Is there someone who I guess, let me rewind. Are the I should know this word, Valkyrian? Priestesses, they're aware of this going on?
Yes.
Who does he think would find it besides us? Oh, maybe the 4 people they sent. Them.
or your friends?
Well, I'm not concerned about them.
We are.
Well, I think that they would agree with me if there's no one being harmed. I think that would be the only hang up, and that's why I wanted to ask that clarifying question. Is it's not like you're doing their harm is being done to anyone because of
He like his hands were kind of behind his back. He kind of relaxes them and pulls out like raises one of his arms and straightens the cuff on one of his sleeves and says, I am not suggesting that you intentionally create a problematic situation. In fact, my understanding is that you have done respectable work for us. I should hate that a good reputation become complicated. There are no threats here. There are no ultimatums. Simply an opportunity for professionals to understand one another.
Precisely. If we were to find things, we wouldn't loot. We could just let it be as is. Again, my biggest concern is I just want to make sure that there's no harm being done to anyone with what's being smuggled. And if that is indeed correct, that no harm is being done, it's merely goods in, goods out. Again, no taxes. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that. It's not hurting someone. Maybe someone rich somewhere is not getting richer, but I think that we could look the other way about that.
Goods in, goods out. And it's almost as if he starts to walk off, and then almost as an afterthought, he says, oh, if your companions happen to discover these said goods and determine their origin, I trust you will exercise a bit of creativity. I've always found that heroes tend to see exactly what they're looking for, and remarkably little of what they are not. He sort of inclines his head, kind of raises his head back a little bit, smiles. Enjoy your dinner, Miss Aylin. I do hope your journey proves profitable.
Thank you.
And without so much as another response or anything, he calmly turns, he buttons his coat back up, and walks off, disappearing into the crowd as quietly as he arrived. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
We're going to all have a sleepover at Aylin's house. Minus Sherry. No offense to Sherry. Sherry can stay if she wants, but I need the core squad.
Well, Colt doesn't have room at your house, remember? He has to go with Sherry, so.
I die.
Curious how much that dude was telling the truth.
Me too.
Well, we're just sipping on claw wine.
I don't know crap about it, but I know that what the hell is he so concerned about?
I think possibly you're very morally like, oh, this is the right thing to do. So maybe from a moral standpoint, however, I have no reason to distrust him. But I do want to share with you guys what he said to me, even though he's like, oh, if they just so happen to find it. Sir, I'm going to tell them what you just talked to me about and just tell them not to say it. Like, hey, if it's really just like a bunch of nothing, then like we can definitely look the other way. Like, it's taxes. Please, screw the government. But
we are the government.
That's great. And we may be the IRS. Taxes. But like I'm okay with looking the other way for that. Like, but if it's something else and it's like, oh no, he lied to me, like this is like dangerous, like, oh, you're getting in bombs.
Weapons of mass destruction.
So, yeah. Then it'll be like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna make up a story and be like, yeah, I had to sink it all in the ocean, just like you said. Good thing that the sea is good at keeping secrets. So we'll just see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Oh, all right. Good session, everybody. Good session. Technically, our next session is on the 14th of August. Anybody unable to do 14th of August?
Possibly me. No, I should still be good.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Should be good.
Should be good. All right.
As I can tell.
Well, thank you everybody for watching. We appreciate you being here. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, give it a like, thumbs up. You know the deal. If you want to support the channel, subscribe. We have a few other campaigns in playlists across our channel, as well as some other kind of random shit that we've done throughout the years. So yeah, it helps us help support, keep doing what we're doing. So yeah, that's it. We should be back. Are we back Wednesday, Jamie?
Yep, we're back Wednesday.
Back Wednesday, and then we're back next Friday for Phandelver and Below. So please come hang out with us, and we will see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.